Hi, it's Jeff.
And Denise from Mousesteps.com.
And this is episode number 479.
479.
Of Mousesteps Weekly.
Sponsored by MEI Travel and Mouse Fan Travel. The Epcot Food and Wine Festival kicks off on July 27th. And Halloween officially begins with Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party here on August 11th, which is hard to believe. We're less than a month away. And then Disneyland September 1st, Disneyland Paris October 1st. If you're looking to do any travel for Halloween or for the holidays, which is also sort of right around the corner, check out MEI and Mouse Fan Travel. Just head to their website and get a no obligation quote.
So we're going to start off the show this week at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Our good friend Curious Axel invited us last minute to the DVC Moonlight Magic.
Yes.
I always want to say madness for
I know,
some reason.
And me too. I don't know why. But
you can see there, yeah. Moonlight Magic Disney Vacation Club at Disney's Animal Kingdom event.
And these are always fun events. We don't do a lot of them, but when we get invited, at this time it was like a few hours ahead of time, and it was like, okay, we'll go.
Well, in this case, the person who invited us is really into characters like us, so it was actually perfect. We had a great time hanging out together and enjoying the event. It starts off, you have a map. You're able to check in the park, which was actually very nice. And the map shows all the different treats that are available for purchase or complimentary ice cream novelties.
Right, and then they gave us a few coupons for snacks.
3 snack certificates and 2 game certificates that we never got to use. No.
So, and also I was going to say that we didn't know what characters were going to be here or anything. And even when you got the map, there was no information about what characters would be there.
So we're going to try some food samples with our coupons here. Mr. Kamal's chicken dumplings and seasoned fries. There they are. The chicken dumplings and the seasoned fries. Very spicy, these seasoned fries.
They were. I remember, yes. And then you have the dumplings here. Like, I wouldn't pay for... I didn't think that... I would like samosas or something. Like, I didn't think for whatever the price was.
It was like $5 or something.
Yeah, I don't think for me it's worth it.
This was worth it, though.
But
we were able to use the coupon at the Satu'li for dessert here.
Yeah, and this is the blueberry cheesecake, which is, we have not had this in quite some time, and obviously it is a signature dessert here and is fantastic. So we need to go to Satu'li more often.
Satu'li was great. We split one of the chicken bowls, which was nice, very good, and this made for a nice dessert. So we actually had a real dinner along with the snacks.
We don't come here to Pandora that often when we go to Animal Kingdom. So, even just to eat, we really should.
And as we mentioned, we had no idea what characters were going to be meeting. And our first character interaction of the night here was you have Miss Moth, who we had seen last year, actually, at an Earth Week, which was a big surprise.
And we know that her name in the film is different, but they now call her Miss Moth.
That's right. That's
right.
We're following what's actually told, because they had signs with the characters' names, and you were supposed to line up to the right if you wanted to meet Miss Moth and Slim, and then on the left you see a line on the left, and that's going to be Manny, which was a big deal because Manny has not appeared maybe ever in the US.
Meats. Oh, and not really for meats.
Right.
So, but we also didn't know what time the characters were coming out, so we didn't know when we got there what characters would be there, and then when we were standing in line, like nobody knew when they were coming out. So,
yeah, the event was running from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock, and the first characters, which were the ones you're seeing now here, they came out at 8:20.
Right, but we were told, well, they might come out at 9,
right.
They might come out at
Nobody
8:30,
knew.
So,
there was a lot of confusion at the beginning.
But after that, we saw the characters as we walked around, and I think it kind of went like clockwork after that.
It's a typical thing. Everything works out. It's just kind of stressful at the beginning because it's the first. I think there's only 2 of these nights, and nobody really knew what was going on.
Right. So anyway, it was really fun. Once they got out there to see them.
It was great. It was so cool. I mean, you have no idea how big Slim is until you're next to Slim. He is huge.
I've seen him in the parks a number of times through the years, but not that often. I don't remember if he was in a parade or not.
I think he may have been in one of the Pixar parades at Disneyland.
Yeah. So, but it's been a long time. So here is Manny, who has appeared previously at Tokyo Disney Resort.
In a show, right? Did he meet there?
From what I was told, no. A friend of ours, we actually have a lot of friends who are really character people.
Yes, we do.
And so he said that he was, I think he was in a show at the Tokyo Disney Resort.
Okay, so not doing regular meet and greets,
no.
just part of the show. You showed me a picture of the cast of that show. Yes. Now I need to see that show too. It looks really awesome.
They need to bring Tuck and Roll now. You know, some of these other characters we've never seen.
But it was fun. I mean, what a nice surprise! One of the rarest of the rare characters for Disney's Animal Kingdom for the DVC night. So very nice surprise.
Yeah, I mean, I just remember when we found out like Manny was going to be here, and I said it to my friend. He's like, "What? Manny's going
Right.
to be there?" So he was like, "I wish I was there."
I love the Bugs Life characters, by the way. They are so, and you're talking about Bastian, so say hey, quick hello to Bastian if he is listening. But again, a great start to the night. I was just saying, I do love the characters. We also have met Flick and Ada and some of the other characters over the years.
And it was daytime when we got in line, and now it's like really nighttime. So I think it was almost like 9 o'clock by the time we were done.
And
like an hour in.
after all that, it was time for a Mickey Premium Ice Cream Sandwich, complimentary, by the way. So those were delicious. And we only had one each.
I didn't even finish my one. Like,
we
they're
were
unlimited
very busy.
too.
We were in a big rush. We had to go and meet Tarzan and Jane, who we're seeing
But
here.
also one was enough. But yes, we met Tarzan and Jane, who we don't see too often, right?
We actually did see them this year, if you remember, at the Disneyland Paris pass holder party. They were part of that show at the Hyperion Theater.
I totally forgot. I mean, we saw them in the 25th anniversary celebration like 6 years ago.
Yes.
But it used to be we'd see them pretty often, like at the Halloween parties.
Actually,
and such.
I saw Jane also recently this year at Earth Week.
Oh, I forgot about that. I did not see her.
But not Tarzan. Haven't seen Tarzan in quite some time as a meet and greet character.
I look so red there, but I don't know if it's the lighting
It
or
was hot. It was very humid,
was
hot, and the lighting. So there's three strikes.
Yes, surprise! How warm it was.
Yeah, look at Tarzan. Even Tarzan looks a little warm. He's got the greatest outfit of all, of any character outfit.
As far as when on a warm night,
swelteringly hot and 100% humidity. Yes. So I enjoy their exit too, because they kind of other guests don't even know they're coming, and they do some interacting. So it was a lot of fun meeting Tarzan and Jane again. But it is not over for the Tarzan family. And that's another movie we need to see again. By the way, it's been such a long time. I love the music from Tarzan.
We should really kind of go through a lot of the Disney films, because a lot of them I haven't seen in like 20 years. So this is Kala and Kerchak, who we were not expecting to see.
I have never seen them.
No, never.
Ever.
And they were really popular for characters that you don't see, and maybe not as much as Tarzan and Jane, but still. And also, we're going to see Turk. So it was really a great amount of characters here.
And I have to say, they did an excellent job. Once again, an excellent job here, because they had two lines. This location, the characters were alternating. So you'd have Tarzan and Jane, and then you'd have these guys. But it was good to be able to have a dedicated line for each set of characters. Sometimes you have to keep going around and hope that it's going to work out, and then you let people go by you and everything. This was a great way of doing that.
Once we got kind of past that initial confusion, it actually was extremely organized.
Yeah, so it's nice over the years to see the evolution. And it's Turk. I was able to meet Turk with my friend Curious Axel, who invited us. We had a lot of fun. Unfortunately, you weren't around for this part, but now you're experiencing it
yes, I am.
secondhand.
I have
You've
not
met
seen
Turk.
the video.
You've met
Yes,
Turk before.
many times. Yep.
So, but she was a lot of fun doing some dancing, as only
Yes,
Turk
I
can
see.
do.
It looks like fun.
Trashing the Camp. Do you remember Tarzan Rocks? A
I
classic
do,
show from
but-
Disney's Animal Kingdom?
But that also is like almost 25 years
I
ago.
know.
It's a long time, unfortunately. But that was my favorite of the shows at Animal Kingdom back then.
I can't believe we had a touch of Christmas in July. You're looking at the Merry Menagerie that was actually out and about in this sweltering heat.
Yes, we like to talk about the heat. It was, this was really nice. I enjoy the Merry Menagerie. I enjoy it especially when it's a little cooler out. But the puppets and the puppeteers just are phenomenal, and I really enjoyed seeing the various puppets like you've got the polar bear here, and then
I'm about to have a little pet of the polar bear. He offered that, so that was very nice. I love that.
And then, of course, we have the penguins. You had little penguins and the big penguin. And it was
And a fox.
a fox. And I missed the fox. I think I saw it from afar. But, yeah, I love this. This is, like, something I think, like, that Disney has brought out in the last number of years that really is touching, you know.
I agree 100%. And I like that they were actually playing Christmas music. It
Yes.
really, all of a sudden it took me back to Christmas time. And I hate to say it, Christmas is going to be here before you know it.
This year is going so fast. Like, I was just in Washington, D.C., but it was, I got back a month ago.
But it feels like it was just, a
Like
week
last
ago.
week,
Right.
yes. So just everything is so fast right now.
And as you can see, we have now entered DinoLand, and it is Darkwing Duck, the terror that flaps in the night.
And we don't see
From the Disney Afternoon, of course.
another character we don't see too often. And so this was our last character that we stood in line for.
That's right. That's right. But, the time goes by. Honestly, the first character didn't come out until almost a half hour in, so that only leaves
2 hours.
2 hours because the characters end meeting at 10:30. Mm-hmm. So, we had about 2 hours. But I think in that time, we did very well.
We did. We saw a lot of characters in that time. And, of course, we had been in line for one of the characters already for like 45 minutes or something.
Right. Before the party started,
Right.
we got in line early, as we would always do. Darkwing was fun, though. I'm glad I got this little wide angle. You could see his whole outfit, so colorful. And you love purple, so he must be a character you enjoy.
And, Launchpad and Scrooge also are out here, but not meeting in the same way. They were part of a dance party, which we're going to show here is, and also Goofy, which I totally forgot, DinoLand Goofy.
Yeah, the characters were great. I'm glad that we ended up here. It was kind of a nice way to end the night with the dance party. And here comes Scrooge McDuck, and his money bag looks more full than ever.
You love to talk about the
Axel
money
and I,
bag.
you'll see him in the frame in a moment. But we were questioning him about if he needed any more additions to that money bag. But no, he was still looking. Always looking, Mr. Scrooge. But so here we are at the dance party here, very lively.
And this was our last stop for the evening, right? This was it.
And I see Darkwing and kind of one of the guests there, getting a selfie.
And and we've got Goofy over here, and then I think we'd probably be seeing Launchpad in a minute.
Yeah, we're just kind of panning around, checking out the party here.
And it was pretty busy still at this time.
Well, and look in the background, you can see the line. I was going to play some of the games because we got game coupons.
Coupons, right.
The lines for the games were super long. As a matter of fact, we saw other people just leaving their game coupons on trash cans because the lines were so long at the end of the night. So, and there's Scrooge. But, I think I did get a picture, one last picture. Oh, you're getting a picture of, there you are, of Launchpad there.
And are you sure that was not for, like, popcorn?
That one might have been popcorn, but the games were just
pretty
as long.
long.
Because I went, at the last minute, I said, let's go see if we can do one of the games. And it looked like it would have been like a
that's
30,
fine.
40-minute wait.
But it was, it was a nice offer for them. Like, instead we spent the time in line for different characters. And here we can see Darkwing Duck heading back. See you all real soon.
It was a great time. Thanks so much
to
to Axel for inviting us. It was like old times. We had so much fun. And I can't wait to, one of these days, we'll get to another of the Moonlight Magic
Yes,
events.
Moonlight Magic. It was fun.
Very fun. So sometimes you get a nice little pleasant. We woke up, we had absolutely no idea that we were going to this event.
Right. We had been planning to go to the Magic Kingdom and decided against it.
It's a good thing
for the
we
morning,
didn't go
right,
for
because
Rope Drop. We would have been too tired.
We couldn't have done both.
So now we're at Disneyland Paris. We're going to talk about the new show that is just about to open at
Tomorrow,
Disneyland Paris.
at Together, a Pixar Musical Adventure debuts tomorrow at Disneyland Paris in Walt Disney Studios Park. We're over here at Studio Theater. We sent Rony, our friend from
DLPlicious, our
Yes.
good friend Rony, because we were able to get into the media event out there.
Yes, and so unfortunately we could not make it. We are going
fortunately
in soon.
for Mr. Rony, who seemed to have a good
Yes.
time, and we got excellent coverage as always. Here he is going into the theater.
And I will say there's no photos or recording There was none on during the media preview. I don't know if that will keep translating to on a day-to-day basis, but we're going to take a look at some of the B-roll from this incredible show that does have an 8-piece orchestra that combines with the soundtrack that was recorded in Nashville. And so here is the B-roll, and also Rony is going to give us his thoughts on the show after that.
Hi Jeff, hi Denise, hi Mousesteps. I'm back in Belgium, back home, and oh boy, what a weekend. What a great time we had. First things first, thank you both to give me the opportunity to attend this event for you. It was really brilliant, a great show. About the show, because you asked my opinion about that one. I'm so happy that we finally have a show again in the Cinemagic Theater, because the theater was used for meet and greets before, but we never had a show again. So I'm so happy that we have finally a third show into the Walt Disney Studios Park, and what a show. It's a brilliant one. They are using amazing technology like the big LED screens moving all over the scene. Also, the combination with classical show elements like dancing, like the orchestra, the live orchestra, brilliant music, great technology. They are using really every single technology in the theater. It's amazing. The show itself, I'm not going to give you that much spoilers because you have to see it yourself. But the show itself has an amazing storyline. It's about Charlie, a little one who's really into music and who lost his music sheets. And the sheets are flying from one scene into another, and our Pixar friends are trying to bring them together again. That's, in a nutshell, the storyline of this great show. And there are a few parts which are really my favorite ones. There is a part where Buzz is flying through the air, trying to catch the sheets, and it's really like you are flying next to him. You can feel the breeze. You are really into the scene because of that giant LED screens around you. It's really amazing and very well done. Also, the part where you are going under the sea together with Nemo, you see the bubbles coming from the ceiling. You feel the water on your skin. It's like you are swimming next to Nemo on a great catchy soundtrack. And then my all-time favorite part, the Coco part. Mickey is standing in the middle of the scene, and when he's placing his foot on the scene, all the leaves, like you have, just like in the movie, all the leaves are moving over the scene like, wow, this is really amazing and such an emotional moment. They just picked the right songs for this scene also. It's a really, really amazing show. When you are coming this summer to Disneyland Paris, it's a must-see. I'm sure there will be really long lines to see this show, but it's a really must-see when you are in Disneyland Paris. So I can't wait, Jeff and Denise, to explore this show together with you. So Mousesteps, have a really nice day, and I hope I can see you in Paris real soon to see the show together. Bye.
So it sounds like Rony liked the show.
Yes, and I can't wait to see it in September. And, we can see it with Rony, we can see it with Martin and Michelle.
I can't wait.
All of our friends at Disneyland Paris.
And we're just looking at some more footage that Rony shot. This is from the press event here. It looks like he had a nice dinner in the Cars road trip area.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And it would be interesting to walk along the Cars road trip. This is actually really cool. You get to see Lightning McQueen here up close. But I wanted to mention about the show. This will make 3 great shows at Walt Disney Studios Park, including Mickey and the Magician, which is incredible.
Yes, another wonderful show.
And Disney Junior Dream Factory, which if you haven't seen, is actually a really good show. And we kept skipping it. And then friends of ours are like, you really should see it. Because
I'm glad we listened, because it is another fantastic show. And there's the Frozen show, by the way. People forget about that. We haven't seen it yet.
And then the little shows over in Avengers Campus. So there's all kinds of things that happen in Walt Disney Studios Park.
And we're looking at some character experiences that was part of the media night. I see Jessie here in Toy Story Land.
Yeah, and
Toy Story Playland.
And this area is newly, I don't want to say totally newly built, but newly
refurbished.
Yes,
it has a Pixar overlay to it.
Well, it was a kind of a Pixar. It was a Pixar area before, but they totally redid it. So here we have Carl and Doug, and I was going to say this. They consider this now the Worlds of Pixar area. That was okay. I think last year they started renaming it.
I can identify with Carl there. He's got a little back problems going on.
Well, he has to have
after running around these parks for the last couple of days.
So, but yeah, this was really nice that they had some of the characters come out. I guess in the morning, before Rony got there, they had even more of the characters out. It looked like an incredible time to be there. But this, it's probably a little cooler with the sun down and everything.
And I see Russell here. Yeah, it's nice at night with all the lighting and everything. But most of the time, you're right, this stuff does happen during the day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's open to everybody now with all these characters.
But by being at night, 11 p.m. right now, it gets dark.
Yes,
11
true
p.m.
statement. That's true.
So that's one thing I really love about Disneyland Paris, or really about France, is how light it is. Although there are times that we don't even see darkness because we'll be out till like almost 11 and then up at 6.
Now this is something with Woody and Bo Peep here that you would not normally see, because this is happening inside the land in an area that doesn't normally have meet and greets.
Right, I hadn't even thought about that. So they're standing here next to Rex, and we're in, Toy Story Playland, and there's all kinds of, there's some rides here. It's really geared more towards kids and families. And then if you keep moving into another area of Pixar, you'll have the Ratatouille attraction and everything. And then Crush's Coaster also anchors this, and Crush's Coaster is more of a family attraction.
But I just love this. I love them, interacting with Rex. That's something you absolutely never see. So I want to thank Rony again, DLPlicious. He did an amazing job of getting us this footage and covering the event for us as always. And I can't wait to get there. This is the end of the night. He is walking out Studio One, which will be having a big refurbishment coming up.
The Walt Disney Studios Park at Disneyland Paris is undergoing a tremendous amount of changes. You're going to have the frozen area. There's going to be a lake. There's going to be, a really nice restaurant on that lake. And there's a lot going on. And also Disney Village is undergoing a tremendous amount of changes as well. It's going to be so different than it's been.
So that is another show.
That's another show. Thanks to our sponsor, MEI Travel and Mouse Fan Travel. Check them out if you're looking to travel with Disney. I didn't even mention the Disney Cruise Line, or also Universal Studios, which has soft open Minion Land, but they're going to have the Villain Con Minion Blast
this
attraction,
summer.
yes, this summer. And so you have MEI Travel, Mouse Fan Travel, Universal Fan Travel. They can do it all, pretty much
It's certainly
anything.
not too early to start thinking of Christmas or even Halloween.
Because Halloween is next month.
Is around the corner.
Halloween is just weeks away at this point, or at least the start of it. And to me, it's so interesting how, August 11th is officially when we started with Mickey's Not So Scary. But then September 1st is when Disneyland starts it, and we're going to be there a few days after that, and also for the first two Oogie Boogie Bashes.
That is the highlight of the year for me.
I can't wait.
Oogie Boogie Bash, already sold out. Every date, fully sold out.
And we were so fortunate because we have the magic key to be able to get in on that a little bit earlier. But then that's September 1st, the kickoff of Halloween at Disneyland. And then
Disneyland Paris, October 1st. We'll have 3 Halloweens.
You have almost a 2-month span of firsts, for the different parks, which is amazing.
I love it. And then right around the corner after that, it's the holidays. It's Christmas time.
Right. I mean, you have October 31st will be kind of around the ending for all of these parks. And then, days later, you're going to start Christmas.
But I guess I shouldn't get ahead of myself. It's only July 14th here. We're getting way ahead.
But it's only
the middle of July.
Only weeks away. Only
This is
weeks
true.
away until we start celebrating Halloween, which is hard to believe. Like, I'm not thinking it's time for Halloween because it's so hot out.
Right.
And it's going to be so hot out.
It will be time for a melty chocolate Halloween. So anyway, thanks again for listening. Have a great week, and we'll see you all next week.
Have a great week.